Yes, we're back. We're back again in Tourist Bus, somewhere we haven't been for a while now. Hi, Finn, and hi, Dave. And we're back again in the Scania Touring. We're going to have a look at that in a minute. It's early morning, and I've picked a route. And all I'll say now, if you're watching this on YouTube or you're watching this live, go grab popcorn. Just go now, get a drink, get some popcorn, grab a snack, get comfy. Scania V8, thank you much for the follow. Because, well, the route we're going to do is going to take us through the Twisty road to Betancuria. So all I'm going to say, last time we went down this road was 147 crashes. So it's this road. It's the one that takes you to the high point on the island. It's going to be a thing. Yeah, it's happening. So go get popcorn, get a drink, get comfy. So we start in Coroleco, go to La Jerez, La Oliva, Tindaya, Llanos de la Concepcion, Betancuria, down to Pajara, or Pajama, down to Ajoy, and then come back again. So that's going to be the route. So, I think this is going to be an interesting one. And, Dave, get your crash counter ready. If you are watching this on YouTube and you're new to my content, welcome indeed. Tourist Bus going out on a Saturday now on a not a regular basis, but we'll try and pop back in from time to time and check in on it. So, hi, Springy. So we're not quite in the length of vehicle we were in last time. We've gone down a step, so a little Scania 121 touring this time, which definitely needs a clean. So that might have to be a thing, probably not for this journey. If you are new to my content, this going out, as I say, on a Saturday on an infrequent basis. Regular content from me, though, is OMSI on a Monday, Trains on a Wednesday, Firm Bus, the sister game to this, every single Friday. So if you haven't caught any of that content, do go and check that out. Something like this in single player on a Saturday, and when we get something new to look at, that goes out on Random Sunday. So plenty of content from me. Please do hit subscribe if you haven't done the subscribe hitting thing already. And it's a dirty coach. So we'll hop on board. I just have to reconfigure all my controls because they didn't work. So we'll fire it up. Hi, Dylan. We'll pop some lights on because it is quite dark. We'll shut the door, and we'll do the thing. Not that one. Not that one. That one. Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi clearance. Yeah, we'll do the Wi-Fi clearance thing. We'll turn the air conditioning on. I think that's on. The driver's light, nope, we'll turn that off. Passenger lights, we'll have some of those. And fanfare horn, yeah, why not? WC, is that Wi-Fi on now or off? I can never tell. That's on, that's on. 230 volt clearance, yeah, we'll have some of that. Reading lights, yeah, give them some reading lights as well. And the air conditioning thing, destination display, 425. Can't see the dirt from the inside anyway. Exactly. The windscreen's clear. Got to get your coach cleaning services up to par. Yeah, it's fine. Loosen the parking brake. Not release the parking brake. Loosen it. Oh, that didn't go well, did it? Okay, why am I not doing the acceleration thing? Okay, it's revving when it's not in gear. Popping in gear. And it's not... that's not doing a thing. I did have to come and reconfigure my controls because they were all slightly broken. Let me just try it again. Gas. Let's unmap it. Add it. Yeah. Accelerate thing. Inverted. Okay. Accept. Lots of and do the brakey thing. Wow, so many how many buttons do you think I need to brake? Add axis, the braking pedal, and the inverted thing for that. Accept that. Accept that. Back to that. There we go. We have forward movement. Yeah, I had to reconfigure all my controls. They're all broken. But we're on the way. There we go. Right, so yes, popcorn. Go grab it, because the Twisty road to Betancuria, although this coach is slightly smaller, we're still going to have issues because, you know, me. But it is quite nice to be back in Tourist Bus. Haven't been here for a while. I will organise another Firm Bus stream at some point soon as well. Grounding out. Oh, there's going to be lots of that because, you know, I don't do the lifting thing. You're making some popcorn. Yeah, go grab that comfy, you know, that comfy duvet thing that you put over you when you're on the sofa that you think no one knows about. Just go and grab that. Get comfy. Go grab the cat or something, put it on your lap. Well, why are you stopping back here? The stop signs... All the indicators aren't doing the working thing. So we won't... I've got to remap my indicators now. Oh, wow. I just did all these before the... Oh, I love the controls in this game. Indicator right. Okay, get that, add axis, that one, accept that, indicator left, add key, that one, accept whatever the hell that is, accept that, back to that. There we go. Too many games, not enough time. You can make some pancakes. That's a bit adventurous. God, last time I had pancakes. George 2333444444. Hello. And Spasimo, good evening. It's been years since I've had pancakes. Probably 6, 7 some years. Haven't done a crash yet. I've just started. Give me a chance. Scania Touring 121. This is. I know how to make pancakes. I just don't. I barely cook. My tea tonight consisted of a sausage sandwich. Sausages in air fryer, bread, done. Was this the bus outside? This was the coach outside, yeah. I don't do the cooking thing. Oh, I do like how this thing sounds. Say this is my favourite coach range in both games. Used to go 61-ton train in Euro truck. Yeah, my last video for my trucking Thursday, whatever thing it was the train. Maybe sign myself up for cooking class. No. Not going to be a thing. I've got time. I've got time to do anything. You only cook for a date if your parents don't cook you anything. So you don't cook then. Harsh. We're going eventually on the Twisty road to Betancuria. But we've got to go up to Coroleco first to pick up passengers. Luckily you're quite a good chef. I see. Well, that doesn't... Well, no, actually, no. I've got a very tidy kitchen because I don't use it. You think we've done this route? We have done this route on more than one occasion. Which is why I don't do tourist bus very often, because we've done everything. You make a banging cottage... I wouldn't even dream of attempting to make a cottage pie. I've got a frozen one in the freezer. Just put that in the microwave. Done. Why would you do that? Why would you make something you could just buy and put in the microwave? I just don't get that. Do you go down to a Squinzo? No. More of it. Buy a bigger one. buy a bigger cottage. You can buy those family-sized ones that feed like 84 people. That's wrong, by the way. When they say, you know, it feeds 4, no, it doesn't. Dan Dare, thank you very much for the host. You do like the Asda pasta. See, you can't beat a good pasta bake. Oh, that's some sun right there. Just in case you wondered what that was. Thought we were being attacked or something. That's the sun and not the newspaper. Doing good, thanks, Dan. That's the Moray. Nope, breaking. And TFK, thanks for the host. Someone made a £1,805 cottage pie. That's a lot of cottages. You like a good fry up? I do like a good fry up. That's maybe what I'm going to have on Saturday morning. It does involve going shopping and having to wear a mask thing. That got dark and then light again. I like the sound of it. Oh, that's yeah, happened. Bing, that's one. What do you think about the masks? Well, thankfully I don't go anywhere to have to wear one. So I've got to go to, ow! I've got to go to a shop tomorrow because I think my milk's about to go lumpy. And then I won't go out again till next week when my milk goes lumpy again. Oh God, you are keeping count, aren't you? Damn it. Can I just distract you or something? You'll torture me today. You do that every day. That wasn't my fault. Technically, I ground out. Oh, damn it. Swines, the lot of you. Why are we going dark and light? It's not my fault the front of the coach is too low. Yes, I'm in the closed beta, don't forget. So some of these things haven't made it to the beta yet. And it's just too much hassle for me turning stuff off. So I don't think there's anything here that you shouldn't be seeing. Not in this, anyway. You could avoid it by lifting it up. Yeah, I know. Where's the fun in that? Swines. Swines, a lot of you. I had to do the stream. If anybody follows me on the Tweety, I did a Tweety this morning saying I was going to do this and added TML, and they retweeted it with a comment and then posted it on their Discord as well. So I thought, oh God, the pressure's now on. Are we going to get TML people watching me now? So I should really drive all proper like. We set a new crash record today. We shouldn't do because the Twisty Road, that got dark. The Twisty Road should be easier because this is quite a short coach. I picked the coach before I picked the route. So someone mentioned the other day about using the Scania. I thought, oh, yeah, I like the Scania. So I thought I'd use this. And then I just picked the first longest route. Didn't actually know until I was just about to start the stream that it was going down a twisty road to Betancuria. White Fang, good evening. How are we? Is that a brand of phone? How are we? I couldn't give it a name people could pronounce. How was work? Crazy today because I'm not in tomorrow. I was trying to get stuff finished before I left and couldn't in the end, so I had to delegate some stuff to my boss, which I'm sure she'll appreciate. Raise the coach and drive professionally. Well, they wouldn't be driven in a raised position all the time, would they? You just had Kashmiri chicken with keema rice. Oh, it makes my sausage sandwich sound quite boring. I've been to these sand dunes. They are very sandy. And weren't this high when I was there. They weren't as piled up either side of the road. NT, good evening. You're having British fish and chips tonight, as opposed to other types of fish and chips. It's a chicken korma with banana and lychees. Oh. Set a button to raise the coach. Well, that means button setting. I'd have trouble setting the indicators. It's fine. We shall overcome. I'll drive slowly. I won't. I don't know what I'm having for dinner. You only had lunch half an hour ago. Well, yeah. You had mac and cheese. It's a very American thing. I don't think I've ever had mac and cheese. Classic Steve, can't be bothered to map buttons. Exactly, it's just too much hassle. Oh, that's a corner. Homemade mac and cheese is good, but the store-bought is crap. I just wouldn't. Again, why is tomorrow trucking? I'm 80% sure it will be. Bottoming out doesn't count as crashes. There you go. See? White Fang's got the idea. These lot are all evil, though. I map them and forget them. Why do that? It's worse when I'm doing like farm sim, because there's so many buttons to map and I just forget what each one does. We've had 2 sausage and baked bean pasties. Oh, nice. Sausage and bean melt from Greg's. I've done all the routes in the whole game, including the shuttle. Pretty much. Which is why this isn't on a regular schedule anymore. Because I was just running out of things to do. I haven't unlocked all the containers and stuff, which I don't think should be part of the game. But I've done all the routes. Oh, that noise. There's been no crashes, wines and spirits. That's the wrong button. That one. I've been to this water park as well. Didn't go in it, but I've been to it. You had spicy chicken and breadcrumbs, beans and a potato rosti. I've got some of those spicy chicken and breadcrumb things in my... There wasn't 4 crashes so far. You lot are lying. There's been... Don't listen to them. There's been no crashes. Oh, see, I just love the way this thing sounds. Especially the indicators. Who do I believe? Me, obviously. You can't trust Steve saying the amount of crashes. I could hypnotise you all. These aren't the crashes you're looking for. Did that work? No big crashes. You know, I've got no faith in my... I can't see I blame you, really. I've got very light steering. Well, I heard no crashes. I thought I tuned into the wrong channel. You could lie for free food. I got frozen pizza in the fridge today. If you want to drive up for it. Ladies and gentlemen, I said I don't know how to do the echo thing on my board. Otherwise that would work quite well. Welcome aboard this Sims and Stuff service to Crash. The seatbelt pocket in front of you. Oh, we've got the new, hang on. The now updated next of kin card. You can kindly fill out the details of the next of kin on that card. We'll know who to contact in the event of your death on this journey. You also fill out any usernames, credit card numbers, PIN numbers, passwords, etc. We'll make use of those as well. For your convenience, we have already ticked the Sims and Stuff life insurance box. And whatever you do, don't read the small print. Thank you. There we go. It does take the chat away when I do that, though. Did they complete the dual carriageway yet? No, but it's getting very close to that. See, it's definitely getting closer. I think on the next update, that'll be completed. That's really cool. I started reading yours, then read the next of kin one. You actually updated the next of kin card. I know, and I've got a thing I can do. Hang on. Where's my... what did I do with it? Am I on the right one? Twitch. I did a thing. Oh, dagnabbit, I put on the wrong one. Hang on. Bear with me. Image 7, image 10. Did that one? No, not that one. I thought I put it on the thing earlier. Is it gone then? I got an 18 plus rating thing that I put down the bottom. Come on, Steve, got another crash to get to. I was looking for the 18 plus thing. I don't know what I've done with it now. I'm just going round and round and round and roundabout. Yeah. I was being all professional. I was sat here for the stream. I thought I'll update the next to King card. Oh, we're going here. I've crashed 4 times. Don't listen to him, Larwood. I haven't crashed at all. You lot just all being very, what's the word? Economic with the truth. Is that a word? Economic? Don't have it. Does not get dark at Betancuria. No, it's in the morning. Stretching the truth. Yeah, well, we don't want a bit of stretching. Oh, there's some braking. Oh, wow. That was... how close was I? That's fine. Loads of room. That's a huge gap. Get a smart car in there. It's all good. There we go. Where are you going? Nice trainers. Okay. Left turn. A crushed up smart car. Well, yeah. Never driven a smart car. I've always wanted to. Just to see if they're actually fun or just really bad. What's worse than crashing in the game? The game crashing? Right, we'll open the front and the back doors now in case anybody was getting off. Oh, they are. People are leaving me. Imagine for round town driving, probably fine. Crashing in real life, well, yeah, that's, you know, overrated. I already crashed once. I didn't actually crash. I lost control and hit a tree. I suppose technically it was crashing. Came off a motorbike once, but I was stopped at the time. That was more embarrassment than crashing. Oh, those new door sounds. They do sound better. Excuse me. What do you think you're doing down there? You also drove into a ditch. Well, it wasn't a ditch. If I ever go back to Gaz's house, I'm going to take a picture of that not a ditch. Well, don't sit there, you muppet. Go on then. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, well, I've just done that one. I'm not doing it every time because we'll be here for days. Driven the new bus on Bus Sim today. Yeah, I've got the DLC to review on the Xbox, so I've got to try and fit that in at some point. I might have some time to record some content tomorrow because I'm not at work. I never drove the last map expansion because I need to do more driving to unlock it. A little disappointed. That's not good, really, is it? Will there be a firm bus at one point? I will come back and do some firm bus. I will do another stream. Let's go these Thursdays. Now we're doing flight on a Thursday. I will start doing some single player stuff on a Thursday. They don't carry wheelchair passengers. Wow, I didn't think you could have a bus that wasn't accessible to the wheelchairs and pushchairs. Oh no, there were more Italians today. But I haven't got to do anything with them until next Thursday, so I can leave that till Monday. You saw the update log. I don't read things like that. Well, a lot of modern coaches actually now have got to be compliant, so they'll actually have a lift in the back that will raise passengers up to floor level. You're going to teach me how to swear in Italian. No, it's fine. And nobody got time for change. It's like reading the iTunes EULA, and you know, whenever you get an update, it's like, yeah, I've read the terms and conditions. I've accepted your thing. No one ever reads them. They could. Oh, that was a crash. They could just put anything in them. Where am I going? Around here? I'm never going to get round there. You stay there, stupid Mondeo driver. Okay. That was technically one crash. Evil. Oh, that's a bend in the road. Six? You can't count. You need to take counting lessons. Don't stop there. I'm going to hit you if you stop there. Oh. This isn't going to end well for you. Oh, no, it might be all right. It might be... Oh. Oh. You can't drive. I can. You focus on the crashing, let us worry about the counting. I'm not trying to crash. It's not a thing. Not very well. I can actually drive a coach. It's different to driving. You haven't got stupid AI in real life. You've got stupid drivers. Theory and practice. No, I was like 2 lessons away from doing my license. Same with trucks as well. User W906. We're in this now. The W906 was parked outside the garage when I started because that was the last thing I drove in tourist bus. Or the BB40. Nah, I don't like the BB40. I'm going to say it. Wait till the next thing comes out. That's all I'm going to say. Quite nice. Why can't you turn off collisions? Because you... Well, why do you think the BB40 was put out as a free DLC? Yes, I've got my video ready to go in the new thing, my test route. It's sat there ready to go. As soon as I get the okay to release it, you'll be able to see it. It's not available in this yet, so it will be a little while yet. I can't say anything. I love the sound of the gear change. Alright, coming into Tindaya. Nope, I'm under an NDA. Was just watching the W906 video. Looks like they've sorted the lighting out. They've had a lot of updates to a lot of things. Is it Leyland? Oh yeah. They've got a Leyland Leopard in the game now. What a good old manual gearbox. Oh, how the hell did I get round there? Oh, that was bottoming out. That wasn't technically a crash. I was bottoming them out. Gosh. People getting on, people getting off. People getting on, people getting off. Is this a new livery or the old livery? This is the old livery. Yeah, I think we've given up on the new livery. Because by the time we get all the new liveries up in Tourist Bus and Fern Bus, we'll be on the next livery by then. Shame a lot. I like this one. What am I doing now? How's the bus so dirty? I drove on dirty roads. Stop doing the indicating thing. Because I haven't cleaned it. I'm far too important to go cleaning coaches. Next livery is black or brown. No, I see the grey didn't work. I think it's going to be the blue. I probably just don't change it. No one wants to see me clean the coach. James, thanks for the host. And George is back. Didn't even realise you went anywhere, George. Neon, ow, neon pink. Should be a cleaning facility at the garage. There should be a cleaning facility at the garage. I agree with you there, White Fang. Clean the coach. Well, I can't now. I'm in the middle of a journey. Next livery should be the same as the dirt. Ah, so brown. Pink fluffy unicorns. Not really a livery, is it? More of a logo. Hi, James. Oh, it says stop back there. It's a road. Right, we're getting close then to the most treacherous roads in the game. I said this every time. I've been up this road a couple of times in hire cars in real life. Both of them were VW Polos. And on one occasion I met a coach coming down. And it's interesting. Ow. What? No, you lot can't count. I'm sure we were on more than 10 last time we did this by this point. That video got quite a few views as well on the YouTubes. 104. 12? That's not 12. It's definitely only 10. You haven't been here since the start, James. Or have you? I sang that song to my niece who likes unicorns and she sings it now. Unicorns aren't real. Just saying. I'm back. I see we're all counting the wreckages again. No, they're not. They're just saying random numbers. I don't know what they're counting. That was a thing. It bottomed out. It's bad designing of the coach. It's not my fault. They should put a button in here that lets you, I don't know, lift the front of the coach up or something. Because yeah, that's just stupidly grinding the thing out. Oh, that was a evasive maneuver. I didn't expect them all to be stopped there. Unicorn is a national animal of Scotland. Of course there's a real unicorn. That's because Scottish people are all drunk and don't know what a unicorn is. Now look at this guy. guy is nice, but he's one of those, I hate people like that. He's a bloody Audi driver. No, he's not. He's a BMW driver. See, typical BMW driver. You're driving along and he'll just pull out and expect you to stop to let him out. I never do. Right, this way. That's a place to put a pylon. You thought the haggis was a national animal of Scotland. Well, exactly. It's not the unicorn and the haggis. Right. Don't pull out on me. You stay there. You stay there. How's work been? Crazy busy today. Been given another job to do. Well, another thing to add to my ever-expanding. They're calling me Super Steve in the office now. Where am I going? Down here. It is the unicorn. But unicorns aren't real. A unicorn is a horse with a bottle of Buckfast duct tape to its head. Just thought I'd pop in. I don't know where I am actually. It's on your coat of arms. Amazon device says unicorn. Only the Scottish would have something that doesn't exist. Oh, come on, traffic. Can I get... Where's me... Have I got a button for the horn thing? I probably haven't, have I? Is it her? Probably not. What the hell's that? We're in ambulance. Let us through. That's what you get if you turn on the fanfare horn. Wales as a dragon. Yeah. Okay, left. There's a van. There's a Audi Q7. Fuel. Do I need the fuel thing? No, okay on the fuel stuff, I think. Half a what's it? That should keep me going. Why am I indicating? St. George is Savage. My middle name. Not the St bit. Wow. See, it didn't crash going around there. I'm just so good at this. That's me. Emergency coach, mass casualty vehicle, yeah. Oh, they're getting off. Why would you do the getting off thing? You're having such a lovely journey. Why would you want to come here? Not a bad place, but there's nothing really here. The sea's all the way down there. Why would you... Okay, we're not going to complain too much. Right, we're not far now from the place with the road. You know, the place with the road? We're not far from it. Does that make sense? Actually, Steve, you do well as a driver in Spain. That's how the buggers drive all the time. Well, yes, it was an experience driving around bits of Fuerteventura. They weren't bad at the top, but when I went down to the south of the island, they did seem to drive a bit differently. I'm a huge Scania fan, I must admit. Let's go left. Go. Oh, I love the indicator noise as well. There's going to be Scanias tomorrow night in trucking as well. It's a bit of a Scania fest. And there'll probably be a Scania as well in the thingy. What's it? The thing. You know the thing? the truck and logistics thingy me doodah on Saturday. So 3 days of Scanias, that's not a bad thing. Any particular Scanias? Well, we need power because we're going to Iceland. So you need as big an engine as you can get. Oh yeah, I forgot you're an indicator noise weirdo. I'm not an indicator noise weirdo. Tenerife drivers were terrible. We hired a car for a week. It turned out to be the worst week of my life. And you drive HGV for a living. Yeah. It's interesting. They can be a bit mad in France as well, especially in Paris. I've always wanted to drive through Milan just to see if it is really that bad. Mike, thanks for the host. Oh, see, no crashing. Well, he's obviously a bit stupid then, isn't he, your uncle? I've tried telling him these unicorns aren't real. I'm wearing Bluetooth headphones. I'm visiting someone in Florida. Plus, I live in the same state as your niece. Okay. You have 800 horsepower in your truck. Well, if it's a mod, it won't be available. It won't be able to be used in pro mods. We could do matching Scanias. We've tried that loads of times. Someone always gets it wrong. We can't get people turning up in the right truck. Trying to get people to turn up in the right truck with... Oh, wrong button. With everything the same ain't going to happen. We used to do it. We used to have, you know, make sure you get the right light bar on with the right paint job, the right lights. Someone would always turn up with the wrong thing. Just kick anyone who doesn't do it right. It'd just be me left. Depends what time I've got. I say I'm not 100% that the stream's going to happen. It depends how my mood is after tomorrow lunchtime. So I will confirm about 1 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah, I'd get it wrong. I could sit here now, design a truck, have that be the truck I would use in the stream, and I turn up at the stream and it'd still be wrong. No, I'm not at work tomorrow. Release the hounds. All the brakes. Right, now it's the twisty road to the Dewberry. What's it? No, I can't do an afternoon stream. Well, I could, but no. Again, if I'm not going to be in the mood to do streaming tomorrow night, I'm not going to be in the mood to do an afternoon stream. You're only working 3 hours tomorrow. I feel quite guilty because I've actually got quite a lot of work that I need to do, but I'm not in tomorrow. Right, straight on then to Betancuria. This is where it gets twisty. That's going to ground out. That's going to ground out. Oh no, it didn't. We're okay. We got through the first little dip. Okay, is it me or have they put more signs here? That's a lot of signage. Oh, right, here we go then. Get your clickers out. Excuse me. I'm trying to drive. You're doing 8 hours tomorrow, part timer. Okay, now we got through that bit. We're doing fine. So he's done a sensible thing. Is that a Rover? Could be a BMW. Like a Rover for a second. Oh. That's a full shift. What? Go on your job. You probably get brakes in there and everything. Well, it's only 14. We'd had like a 60 or 70 last time we came up here by this point. Yep, you stay there. I'm doing 29 hours. 29 hours? Christ, I do a pretty much 50-hour week. Clever AI. Yeah, they've seen sense. Oh, it's getting windy. Oh, Mr. Audi. Well, don't come round there in a van. That's just asking for the troubles. Oops. See? I did warn him. I did do the warning thing. You stay there in your Volkswagen. Oops. See? Trying to get a wriggle on. Good job it's daytime. Yeah, indeed. I wanted to come up here at night, actually, when I was last there, but the bar was open, so I didn't. That's me in my truck and logistics van. Yeah, it is. That'll be the last stream in that on Saturday. Well, for a while, anyway. Okay, so we'll stop here, just because. Yeah, for those of you that haven't seen the game, I think this is the highest point in the island. And this car park wasn't this big, it was just a lay-by there. I must post it. I've got a picture that I took from about here, looking over the island. And it does look like this. The problem is that those statues in real life are absolutely huge. I pretty much came up to not even the knee of one of them when I was stood next to him. So, yeah, not quite the same. Anyway, let's get back on board. So that's just the going up section of the first bit of the 2 bits. So now I've got to go down the first bit and then go up and down the second bit. And then we've got to get to the end, oops, and then turn around and come back again. Oh, look, someone caused a traffic jam. Make sure I play Tourist Bus again. I like Tourist Bus. I just prefer... I'm not going to get round here, am I? I just prefer Firm Bus. Oops. Oh, that's the thing. Imagine... Said I passed a coach coming down. Obviously, coach drivers are used to it, and I think the roads are a bit exaggerated in this. They're tight, but not overly tight. $20? You lot can't count. I need to go and play Counting Simulator. Well, I was in a different coach last time. That's what I'm blaming anyway. Right, so that's the halfway point as we come into Betancuria. I should imagine if there's a bar in Betancuria, imagine it does quite well, or a coffee house, because people that come over the hill will just stop for a coffee and calm their nerves. What happened to the VDL at the end? Of what? Counting for the sheer hell of it, yeah. Come on, people. Well, did I sell it? Yes. Oh, the 148. Yes, because I needed the money. I think I just went back and just carried on from an old save game. I have to do that when I'm testing stuff. I carry on with a save game and then go back and just carry on again with an old save game. I have to do that in Firm Bus and Tourist Bus. No, release the parking brake. Right, now we've got to go up the other bit now. reset the track IR. There we are. You got 5 million in your tourist bus bank. Your iPad says you're on Twitch. Are you on Twitch? Is it your iPad? Right, so here's the next bit. I love the noise of the engine in this. I am a fan of a good turbo whistle. Well, yeah, you're just completely odd, White Fang. Amount of time I've spent in bus sim, blimey. I've probably spent more time in truck and logistics than I have bus sim. Oh, there's a... I was looking at my phone. See, there's a reason. Don't text and drive. Oh, that was a thing. It got in the way. That's why they tell you, see? Don't text and drive, kids. It's bad for you. 11. Yeah, I'm going to try to go with White Fang's count, even though he is odd. Use the lay-by. There we are. I certainly like it since they upgraded the whole island, basically texture-wise. We've got all these rocks and stuff around. It's so much nicer. Yep, you stay there. There we are. See, you're sensible AI. Not so sensible Q7 driver. We bought Q7, so that's your sense gone. What are we counting? Brain cells. Hi, Fire Slayer. Do you slay fires? Are you a hose pipe? Oh, wow. Now again, Audi TT. Really? Why would you do that? The amount of brain cells is going up. More people keep joining. It's collective number of brain cells. The more people that join, the more the brain cells go up. We're waiting for them to go down again. Now you bought a Freelander. You have all kinds of wrong with you. Well, don't stop there. Come on. It's not going to end well for both of us, is it? Oh, I don't know. So here's the other top bit. If that's what you call it. We'll pull in here. Bit of a sightseeing tour. So we're at the other peak now. A bit of a map of the island. So that's where we are, that one in the middle. See, people are dropping litter. It's just so good, isn't it? The fact that, you know, the whole map is there, and the fact that it's completely open world, you can go anywhere. Noticing a lot of green cars. Must have been a sail on. Well, yeah. Don't fall off the edge. I'll try not to. Oh, that was cheeky. Don't come up there in your Passat. Okay. Oh, it's looking great. So, considering this wasn't a game they were going to release before they released it, oops, it's actually not a bad game. 24? Yeah, I got no plans on doing anything out of the UK in Train Sim. Not until... well, probably won't. Shame won't be any deals. No, exactly. It's good. This is it. That's the whole game. It's all it's ever going to be. It was done as a test bed, basically. They had the island there for another project, but because the bus was delayed, they decided to release this, which is why it wasn't completely finished. So they were using it to test things that were coming in the bus, but had the island there and the idea there. So I think it may have got released eventually. Could imagine doing this for a test route. It'd just be crash central. Yeah. Well, again, there was the map modding tool for Fernbus, which I got given to test it before it released, but then they never released it for getting people to make maps for Fernbus or mod maps. So I've still got it somewhere. That's a corner. Holy moly. No announcement yet on when Holland and Belgians are coming. They'll be after the next DLC, which should be soon, hopefully. Okay, it's a lot of work. Why would they not release it? What, Holland and Belgium? Because they haven't even been tested yet. You'll soon know when they're out, because I won't be showing my map in Fernbus videos anymore. I did that when I was testing Luxembourg. I accidentally showed it on the map. I think one before France came out as well. Someone bought a ticket and I scrolled down and there were some French town names listed. So I've got to be really careful when I'm testing stuff. I normally try and roll back to an older save so you don't get to see the stuff I'm testing. Sometimes I forget. Unshaven! 4 months on a 4-month streak. Tier 2 as well. Thank you very much, Unshaven. We're going to go and watch a Train Sim World 2 stream. Enjoy. Well, again, it means having to wait, roll back the game every time, load back in, and then if I'm doing something, it's complicated. I could, but it's more hassle. If I can just hide the stuff in the videos, then I do. But sometimes it's not easy. Well, she only just got out in time. Go, go, go. And if I was a professional and all that, then yeah, I'd record a load of videos in advance and then do some testing and then I'd be fine. But I don't do things like that. I did have like 2 months worth of YouTube videos recorded in advance at one point. Not anymore. Apart from Train Sim. I've got Train Sim videos for the next 2 months recorded. There will be editing as well. Well, exactly. I never edit. Any long Train Sim journeys coming? I will do something in September. I've got a week off in September. and I'm gutting my PC room. So that'll be the first couple of days, and then I will do a long train sim journey. Is the Ford Fusion the Mondeo you're talking about? Yeah, in America it's called the Fusion. When's the bank holiday? 31st of August, last Monday in August. Got 2 weeks off, end of August. Nice. Yeah, I got a week of September. I got 2 days off in October for the meetup, and that'll be it then till Christmas. And I've still got 4 days holiday to use, which I think I'm just going to extend Christmas. So I'm going to have like 2 weeks off for Christmas. Let's take a couple of long weekends. Might just take a couple of Fridays off or something. Someone just crashed into me then. That doesn't count. Now this is the one that confused the heck out of me the first time I came here, because of the way you've got to turn around to get to the other side of the road. I was like, you can't do it. How the hell are you supposed to get to the other side of the road? It's ridiculous. You can't just go down to the end of the road, do a U-E, and come back up again. Because there is where we've got to get to. But the way we have to do it is just, it's just freaky. It does involve driving on the beach as well to get ourselves to that side of the road. You wouldn't think it'd be something difficult, would you? So finally these people have come to somewhere that's sensible. They've come to the beach. First time you came here, I was genuinely shouting on my screen. I know, I didn't get it. I just couldn't. My head was like, how the heck you can't, how are you supposed to turn around? Because I went round a block and came back to here again. I was like, what? It's just stupid. Right, I'll show you now, in case you haven't seen it, how the game wants you to do it. It is shown on the map. And again, back then, the map down in the bottom right wasn't as clear. We got it changed. Us testers got it changed. So it wasn't as clear as to which route you're supposed to follow. So you leave that stop. People on the other side of the road are thinking, well, where's he going? So you've got to go and turn around on the beach, because it's just a square block. So turn left, it brings you back up here to the road you came in on. So you turn left, you come back down the same road to where you just were. So you think, hang on a minute, what? If I turn left now, I'm back on the same side of the road that I was. It's just stupid, because I'm going to end up back down there. But no, if you look at the little map in the bottom right, you've got to go down here and turn around on the beach to get back to the other side of the road, then go back up the hill. It's just, this must have been done as an afterthought. I wasn't around for the testing for Tourist Bus, because I can imagine when someone did the map, it'd be like, what the hell? So now, okay, you come back to here, you think, right, okay, if I turn right now, I'm back on the same side of the road. But no, you've got to go up here, obviously, then turn right, and you're on the other side of the road again. The first time, yeah, the comments I got from that video was like, you idiot, you're supposed to go and turn around on the beach. I think I just did a U-E at the end of the road in the end. And this is the way the game wants you to do it. There's a lot of traffic down here. You did a U-turn. Exactly. You can just do a U-turn in there. What? Obviously, the game mechanics aren't set up. So logically, like in Fernbus, because this is, you should be able to get on and off at the same stop, but because this is the end and the start, I think there has to be 2 separate stops. I don't see why you can't just get everyone just get off and on at that one stop like they can do every other stop, but now this starts the start of the return run. Starts the start, marks the start. This is the beginning of the turn run. Once these cars get out of the way, come on cars, get out of the way. Do the thing that you do when you get out. There we are. No, not quite. It really annoys when people leave a huge gap in traffic. Right, now they're getting on again. They're all on. Traffic's a nightmare. It's a nightmare, I tell you. The traffic. I'll be at the beach, not next week, but the week after on a Saturday. Woohoo! Oh, Dylan and his Speedos at the beach. Bus drivers in Tenerife frighten the crap out of you. Oh, yeah, exactly. I said I rode a motorcycle round the Arc de Triomphe in Paris once. Honestly, one of the scariest things I've ever done in my life. Watch out for U-turning coaches on the beach. How's the bird? Downstairs making a racket. Never mention that image again. Turbo whistle, so nice. Right, so now we have got to make the return journey. How many crashes are we on now? Like 1, maybe 2, isn't it? I think possibly. Hello, it is me, the great Don. No need to miss me. Hello, Don. He's a Don. He's alive, innit? At least 32. Why are you Mexican? Oh, that was Italian. That wasn't Mexican. Italiano in the donne. Oh, there's some braking happening. That's some skidding action. Well, there isn't damage on the buses, thankfully. Anyway. Currently 17. Thank you, White Fang. See, White Fang's got it right. Everybody else gave up. Shall we go? Oh, there's a car coming. That's fine. Right, back to Pajama. Pahara. 100. What the world? Breaking. 17, my age. Yeah, 6 years ago. What was the record? 147. Which I still reckon was you lot just adding some just for the fun of it. Who'd be stupid enough to crash 147 times? My IQ. 17. It's going up. Yay! Me. Thanks, Dave, for your confidence boost there. Much appreciated, buddy. Ever come to Devon, I'll buy you an ice cream. Only got 8 fingers, 2 thumbs and a few toes. I can count to 20 and a half on a cold day, 21 on a warm day. You need to manage the company fully whilst you're away. Ain't gonna happen. You can do it on your phone, it's fine. Every crash raises his IQ by 1. Sounds fair. Is the braking of the park on? Yes, it is. Come back and we're bankrupt. Oh. Well, as long as you're not going over the month end, we'll be fine. You can only count to 9 1/4 on your hands. Long story. A bit like Gaz then. Gaz tried to remove a blockage from his petrol-powered lawnmower whilst the lawnmower blades were still spinning. A few minutes later, got in his car and drove to the hospital with piece of finger. Assume he had some stellar. I'm in no point to admit. I've been at Gaz's house whilst he's been mowing. I've got video on my phone as well, actually, of him mowing. There may be a Stella somewhere close by. Well, that was a car that came past. He's a nutcase, is Gaz. He's an awesome guy. Ah! I'm hoping we'll be at the meetup in October. If he's not in America. Oh, that turbo whistle. Right, okay, so back then, up the twisty road. Yeah, if you subscribe, you don't get ads. I don't get any choice about the ads on on Twitch. I can run an ad. Don't know why I want to do that, but I got a button by the side of me. I could run a 60-second ad break. Perhaps if I wanted to, go for a pee, I could run an ad break. You got mine caught on a winch cable, took half my little finger off and drove the truck to the hospital, parking truck outside A&E for 3 hours. Nice. Well, not nice, but... Yeah, fingers you can do without. Thumbs are quite difficult to live without, aren't they? Thumb and index finger you struggle with. It is worth subscribing just not to get stupid ads. Exactly. Oh, that's the corner. I wouldn't get bored of that turbo whistle. Ow. Also for the 18 plus streams. Yeah, that'll be tomorrow night. Even as little as $4.99 a month. Just £1.25 per week. How many times do I stream a week? 5? Generally, what's it? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Wednesday, Thursday. 5 times a week. God, what's 125 divided by 5? That's something. 40p, 30p, 36, 9, 120. 31.5p a stream. That's pretty good going. And if you've got Amazon Prime, it doesn't cost you a penny. Ow. Then at the 19. Is that all it is? 19 crashes. I need to check. Do you stay there? Stupid Mondeo drivers. If you can, just give £5 a month to support the Mr. Chester. Someone at work called me Mr. Chester the other day. It sounded really odd. You guys see Mr. Chester over there? What? 25p a stream. Yeah, that's quite simple maths, really, wouldn't it? One of them TV ads. Are you fed up with being bored in the evenings? From as little as $4.99 a month, you cannot be bored. Oh, that's a corner. Ow! You have the Amazon Prime. Well, you can subscribe with the Amazon Prime. Doesn't cost you a penny then, unless you're doing that to someone else. Selnek, good evening. Good evening. How? There'll be a link will come round soon on Nightbot that will tell you how to do it. You follow the link. And that's a rock. I'm glad you didn't pass your coach license. It's one of those things I couldn't afford to do the test, basically. back then, because I was in quite a low paid job. I do wish now that I had have done it, because it'd have been nice to have. Same with the truck license. And you get exclusive benefits such as a private Discord group. You do, and you get to pick the music for trucking, which I need to do that. If I remember, I'll do that after the stream. Do a new playlist. And I will try and do other stuff for Prime. Again, once tomorrow's out the way, for me personally, and I've got a bit of admin to do next week, I can finally have a worry-free, hopefully, life, job sorted, and I can get back into doing a proper schedule for streams, and try and look at giving some benefits to Twitch Prime subscribers and stuff. And certainly with the changes coming to YouTube that are being announced next month, will free up some time. Oh, there we go. Or just do that. Thank you very much, White Fang. There we go, George. You won't see them ads anymore. Thanks to the awesome White Fang. I'd love to get my coach license, but not much money in coach driving anymore. No, again, that was another factor. Same with bus driving. Bus drivers earn not a lot of money at all. There's a road like this in Tenerife that goes up to the volcano. Look out the window and it's one hell of a drop. Yeah, there is here. So if you ever get the chance to go to Fuerteventura, I can highly recommend hiring a car and driving up these roads. They are fantastic. 19th sub gifted. 20 actually, it says. Horrible ideas got that road. It's awesome. I found it by accident. First year I went, I hired a car for 3 days, and we just got a map of the island. We're like, oh, let's go there. That's an interesting road. Came up and it was like, holy crap. And then every day of the 3 days we went up to the top of that route, and then the first thing we did the following year and went back again was drove up there. Am I still number one? Yes, you are. You're number one sub gifted. Which is why I've lost over 2/3 of my Twitch subscribers in the last 2 months, because there was so much sub gifting going on for a period of time. But thankfully now it's back down to a normal level, so I can actually see the natural growth. It was awesome to have all those gifted subs and people, being gifted them was fantastic. But I was thinking, wow, and then it settles down again. So a bit like YouTube, I'm not here for the money. I'm not here for being a famous streamer, YouTuber. As I've said this before, I'm here for you lot. I'm here for the community. I'd still be doing this if I had no Twitch subscribers and no subscribers on YouTube. You got pictures of the road. Yes, quite nice when you're that high up in it. There's clouds below you. White Fan gifted me up first, now continue to pay monthly. Yeah, you're an awesome dude, Dylan. You really are. You've done 4x4 driving in both Cyprus and Crete. Absolutely fantastic fun. The great way of seeing places you've not gone to normally. Yeah. In the Discord. I do want to link the Susan video. I don't know if you guys can, the exclamation mark Susan. Because that should be a rite of passage to anyone joining the Discord. Should have to watch the Susan video. There it is. Certainly for anybody thinking about joining a trucking stream. So if you're watching and you haven't seen that, if you're watching this on YouTube, send me a message on YouTube in the comments, and I'll link the Susan video. And you'll understand why the trucking streams never go on YouTube. That stream was 3 years ago. I'd only been doing Twitch about a year, and it's still one of the just the most awesome streams. You'll be trying to play truck driver, but the truck's still overpowered even when with the smallest engines. Yeah, it's not very realistic then, is it? problem is those sort of games, like Truck and Logistics, I really like it, but it's just not ETS2. It is nice to have something different, though. Alright, so back up here again. So back down the other side. That view. That crash. $2,900. Not quite the same if I put it in a thumbnail for the video, is it? 23 crashes. 147 crashes, you know, was something. Oh, there's some braking. So we get tomorrow night then, 80% sure, if you're watching this live anyway, that we're back doing some trucking. I will post details possibly after this stream. Maybe in the morning of where we're starting. How did you get on with your warehouse forklift? Saw the video and just cringed. Yeah, not a great game. I got something else to do for this Random Sunday. There's a video I recorded about 3 months ago for Random Sunday, and I keep putting it back and putting it back and putting it back because it's really bad. So thankfully I get content to show you that if it's better, then that'll just go before it. So you may never see the bad video for Random Sunday. Oh, it's going to be Iceland, so it's going to be full of idiots. Yeah, I want to add a couple of songs to a playlist, so I might generate that tonight or tomorrow morning, because tomorrow is going to be quite a sad day for me personally, but I don't want to make it overly so. So I just want to play a couple of tunes for me at the start of the trucking stream tomorrow, and then maybe end with one. And then we'll have a nice chill out Friday, hopefully. A Twitch sub only video. Yeah, I've thought about that, Dom Rado, about doing stuff for Twitch subs. I did one a while ago and had it for Twitch subs first. Basically, I just posted the link in the Twitch sub chat in Discord. So again, some things that I really want to do is thanking people for subscribing. So we'll have to do something. Right, so coming back into the place. Llanos de la Concepción. Is it possible to do a Twitch ceremony script? Yes. Well, no. I don't know. You can do Twitch. You can do sub-only chat, but I wouldn't want to do that. I don't know if you can do a Twitch. You know, I thought about doing like these sort of Thursdays. I could get Twitch subscribers to decide what I play. So do a poll in the Twitch sub chat. So yeah, going to stream Thursday. You decide what I play. You can all access my Steam games, I'm guessing, so you know what games I've got. You decide what I play. Yeah, something like that. Just to give you a benefit to... And maybe, you know, again, once I get my life sorted out, maybe once a week or once a fortnight or, I don't know, once a month, we do a multiplayer session of just Twitch subs. So if anybody does trucking, we do an off-stream trucking session just for Twitch subscribers. Do that one evening. Now, I've got to be very careful. I would honestly love to do that, SimHub. And it's something we've talked about for a while. But I've got to be very careful. As you understand. You can redeem some points, send a sub-only mode message. Again, highlighting chat doesn't really have a benefit because I read every single message that's going on in my chat. Twitch sub voice chat. Yeah, something like that, Dylan. You know, a bit of multiplayer or just to hang out. Because it could be that some of the people, a few of the people in the Twitch subs know me. The likes of you, Dylan, and Trent, and obviously, Gaz and Tux, and well, Tux isn't a sub, but Chaos and Sam know me. But there could be people that subscribe that don't, that might just like to just hang out and have a chat. Hello, this is a highlighted message. Completely pointless, but I saw it. I would have seen it without that. So yeah, things like that. I really like the live stuff. I want to get to know that lamppost a lot better. Single player game with Twitch chat during the game. Oh, I see. So you lot could just be in voice with me, watch the stream. Probably you get a slight delay and then just chat along. That's something. But if you said it without the highlighting, it wouldn't have been a highlighted message. That is also a point. That was the truthful words going on there. So yeah, there's plenty of stuff. I really do enjoy the live stuff. I get more out of it than I do YouTube. You can stream your screen to Discord. Exactly, that's true. So you get to see it without the lag. But yeah, I really love the idea of a movie night. We used to do it. We used to sit and watch TV shows. So when we started watching certain shows, we'd all have like a week to get the episode. So if something on Netflix, you'll just all sit and watch Netflix together, and you'll sit in voice, and you just click play at the same time and sit and watch the same show and then talk about it. It started off as a whole group of us doing that, and now it's just two of us who do it. Hello, this is an unhighlighted message. Completely pointless. Your message wasn't pointless, why would I read it? I will get the bus when it comes out. Can you get copyright? I wouldn't stream it. That's the difference, George. It wouldn't be something I would stream. I wouldn't stream a movie. But what I'm saying is that if there's a show on Netflix or something that's easily accessible to everybody, or a film, then you could do a movie night where we all just sit in voice, and we've all got our own Netflixes, so it's not being streamed, there's no copyright infringement. We'd all just be, in theory, sat in the same room watching the same film at the same time. I enjoy waiting for those moments you go live. Wish I was at home Friday evenings to watch the trucking live. Yeah, we used to do it, Dylan. There was like half a dozen of us at one point that were doing it on a regular basis, watching films. We went through all of the Marvel movie series, and I'd never watched a Marvel film until I was introduced to one of them out of sequence. I think I watched Ragnarok first. And then we basically went through all the Marvel films, just watching them at a certain time together. So there's still two of us that a few times a week we watch TV shows at the same time and then brief chat about them afterwards. So it's something I've wanted to get back into doing. I don't think he was around then. No, exactly. I miss joining in. I need to kill people but can't do Wreckfest. Again, personally, I've got no issues with juggling around the Twitch streams to suit people, but it's tough to suit everybody. You know, the flight we've dropped on a Thursday now because not everyone was available and people have got work. You know, it won't be long before you're really going to park there, aren't you? Before like Roxy's back at work, people are back at school in September. So, you know, Friday nights, trucking, brilliant. Saturday nights, not really bothered about Saturday. Sunday afternoon, I do really enjoy and look forward to the flight because that's a real chill out thing on a Sunday. Wednesday, Wreckfest, still currently fun. How long that will continue, don't know. Keep going until it gets boring. Thursdays, I'd like to do something single player like this on a Thursday. Well, that's the problem, Dylan. You can't please everybody. And I've got to try and keep some sort of consistency for people that want to tune in and watch the streams as well. Because if someone doesn't like trucking, then they won't watch on a Friday. But if someone likes watching the flight and I suddenly start doing something else on a Sunday, they'll be like, oh, what kind of aircraft Sunday? Props. So 172, that sort of thing. Starting in Lanzarote, we'll fly to Fuerteventura, Gran Canaria. So do a tour of the Canaries. So back to basics, small props, buzz around the... Well, we'll come here. We'll come to Fuerteventura. And hopefully that'll go on YouTube, but, you know. Around 1, yes. I have to speak to Mother to move lunch. Oh, can you move lunch? But why? Well, I've got some flying to do. Why is it with Sunday lunch? Okay, during the week, this happened when I was at school. I don't have Sunday lunch anymore, but when I was at school and stuff, Sunday lunch would always be about 1 o'clock on a Sunday. Yeah, every other day of the week, we used to have tea at like 5. Why is it earlier on a Sunday? It used to be made to get up and have like breakfast on a Sunday. Occasionally you'd have a bacon sandwich or something, or some people have a cooked breakfast at like 9 o'clock. 4 hours later you're having lunch. Come 5 or 6 o'clock, you're starving again. So why is Sunday lunch? Why is it Sunday tea time? It's just really odd. You don't get this. You don't get a lot of things, Trent. So I think we're actually heading back towards... Oh, that was bumpy. So yeah, for those watching this on YouTube then, we had a bit of a waffle and a ramble as we normally do. And you get some idea of some of the things that we got planned for streams and stuff. That's a YouTube channel of mine. Our whole family's meal times have changed now because of me joining in more. So you've got to, can't you just stick yours in the microwave and have it later or something? Afternoon tea and all. In Canada, 6 p.m. food is called supper. No, well, that's a debate here, isn't it? I call it tea. Tea is the meal you have in the evening. You have lunch at lunchtime, you have tea at tea time. Some people call it dinner at lunchtime, and then you have an evening meal. Or some people call it dinner in the evening and lunch at lunchtime. And I don't have supper. Tea is a drink. You can't eat. Oh, can't eat tea. That was crashy. Supper is before bed. Yeah, I know. It is. Supper is generally a food before bed. I don't do supper. I barely eat at the weekends. I don't do breakfast. I don't do lunch. I'll have something to eat at about between 4 and 5, and I don't eat again until the following day. Alright, back to the road to Tindaya. I do like that indicator. You have a hot chocolate sometimes before bed, but that's about it. Oh, you put your gym jams on, have a hot chocolate. Someone come and tuck you in. You have to have a bath as well. Your bath, hot chocolate, and then bed. Your bedtime story. Once upon a time. What is a hot chocolate? It's quite descriptive, Trent. It's hot chocolate. Google, Trent. Google is your friend on that one. You're too tall for the bath. You could handle a hot chocolate right now. At like, oh god, I'll try and work out Lara's time zone now. 4 in the morning? 4:35? Used to have a cigarette before bed. I haven't smoked for 10.5 years. Blimey, again, I never understood that. I don't know anything. I occasionally have a glass of water before I go to bed. And then regret that because I wake up about 3 o'clock needing a pee. I'll have... Don't know if I've got anything to eat. No, I've got nothing to eat, but I can have after the stream. You'll have a good cup of tea with 2 sugars. Oh, cup of tea. I got a cup of tea. I've got some biscuits. Oh, I can have a cup of tea and some bickies after the stream. That's what Google said. Hot drink made by mixing milk and water with chocolate powder. That's right. You never smoked in your life. You're only 16 though. I started and stopped at 16. Because I wanted a moped. And the money I was spending on cigarettes, I could buy a moped. There's a Passat. I do like the rear lights on a Passat. They are quite nice. Quite like a Passat. Quite like an Octavia. Octavia VRS. That could be called a hot milkshake. No, it's called a hot chocolate train. You can't just start renaming things now because you don't understand what hot chocolate is. It doesn't work like that. And you occasionally have it with marshmallows in the top. We were chatting about motorbikes at work today. I haven't had a bike for about 5 years. Quite nice to have another one. Marshmallows and whipped cream. Oh, hang on. Dylan's fantasizing again. They're on about hot chocolate, Dylan. Jelly. Oh, God. They're about trifle on the radio the other morning. That trifle's making a comeback. People are making trifle again. I remember as a kid, you used to get the Bird's trifle mix. That you had the jelly in, you had those sponge finger things. Then you had some Angel Delight, and you had the whipped cream stuff, and then the sprinkles on the top. And it used to always be like a Sunday morning thing that was made and then put in the fridge. And then Sunday evening would be a big bowl of trifle. Oh, God, it was nice. You like tiramisu? I don't mind tiramisu. Your mum made a trifle for your birthday. Homemade trifle is nice. Although you can buy those ones in Sainsbury's, Asda now, that are just ready-made. Problem is, because they're quite big, if I bought one, I'd just eat the whole thing, and that'd make me feel sick. And sponge things are rank. No, the sponge things are awesome. It's like Farley's Rusks. Oh, my God, Farley's Rusks are so nice. If anybody's watching that's got younger siblings or has got children, you know, you can't deny that you've sat and eaten a Farley's Rusk before now, because they just taste so good. You'd have trifle, but I grew up in the 70s and 80s. Yeah, I grew up in the 80s. You like Farley's Rusk? They're nice, aren't they? I used to nick them off my niece's kids when they were younger, and then the kid would scream and I'd get shouted at. Oh, sticky toffee pudding and custard. Spotted dick. You can't beat a good spotted dick. There's a thing. Jan, you're making me hungry now. I've only had a sausage sandwich since lunchtime. Don't stop there, you muppet. It's pretty easy to make an individual trifle. Why would you make one when you could just go to the shop, pick it off the shelf and buy it? Okay, I've got to back out the way now. So there we are. Welcome to Food Talk with Steve. Cheaper. But that's disconvenience though, isn't it? Oh, don't do that, you idiot Mondeo driver. Chocolate. I'm not a fan of Dairy's chocolate orange. They're quite sickly. Tastes better homemade. I know most stuff does taste better homemade, but again, I don't do the... There's a wall there. Bread and butter pudding. Now, proper good old-fashioned bread pudding. Now you're talking. Arctic roll, blimey. Yes. That was definitely an 80s thing. Oh, that went bounce. No, Steve, there was a wall there. Love bread pudding. Proper bread pudding. Oh, God. You had a full chocolate orange for waiting to a Shakespeare theatre to watch Macbeth. You can't call it that. It's the Scottish play. It's bad luck to call it by its name. Do you know nothing? Sorry, the Scottish play. Oh. You hate Arctic raw bread, but proper bread pudding. Oh. You studied it. Well, then going to watch it, I suppose, would be a thing. I think we need to do a random night. We did one a few months ago. We just sat in voice for an evening. I think I'll have to organise a Twitch sub chat night. I don't stream on a Monday or Tuesday. Maybe a Tuesday night chat or something. Your mum still make bread pudding? Oh, I got no one to make me bread pudding anymore. Hashtag sad face. O Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Anybody watch that the road trip that Jeremy Clarkson and Richard Hammond did? Because they went to the Romeo and Juliet balcony. That was brilliant. Apart from the ending was quite stupid, but it was a brilliant thing. He went to Thorpe Park. Not quite the same. Gaz and Susan to replace Romeo and Juliet. Gaz was down the bottom. He'd be in the pub. He wouldn't care about Juliet. Poor Yorick. I knew him well. Yeah, is that one of those lines that people get wrong, isn't it? Because everyone says, poor Yorick, I knew him so well. And it's not, is it? It's like Casablanca, isn't it? It's not play it again, Sam. He doesn't actually say that. Can't used to buy it in B-Jam. Wow. Blimey, Stewie. I remember B-Jams. It's like before Iceland existed. It was B-Jam. You could actually buy a freezer as well. You could go into B-Jams and buy a freezer if you wanted to. We went shopping in Derby for a school trip. We went to Barry Island once for a school trip. That's it. Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio. It's like when the another misquoted one was the, what do we call it? The short guy. Where his final, Napoleon, wasn't it? His final last words are quoted as being "Kiss me, Hardy" or something. And that's wrong. I think, yeah, if you're going to have some last words, think about them, write them down. Gateway. Who's Hardy? Laurel's partner. His last words were, ouch, that hurt. He wanted the last words to be, oh, beep. Didn't Gateway sell computers? No, it was a supermarket. We had Fine Fair as well. Fine Fair and Gateway. But Gateway did sell computers. That was Nelson, not Bonaparte. Okay. What a random stream. I love random streams. If you're watching this on YouTube, you should really catch some of the live stuff. This is a reason to watch some of the live content. You can be involved in the randomness. King Charles I's last words were, "Wait for the sign." I saw the sign. Not that sign. I on the radio this morning, 10 years ago today, One Direction were formed. That was a thing that happened. Obviously watching this on YouTube, it won't be 10 years ago to the day you watch this on YouTube. But, you know, almost as random as Roy Bridge. Not one person commented on the Roy Bridge thing. No one got that far in that video. I don't know why I make 2-hour videos. I should make them all 3 minutes long. So not everything bad happened in 2020 then. No, exactly. 2010 was a bad year. I think I was actually watching The X Factor back then as well. I was forced to. And they went in one direction, down. I will waste some points as well, as I can't redeem them at the meetup because I can't drink. Well, no one that's drinking is actually going to the meetup, so I'm saving myself a fortune. So all that money is going to go to my computer fund. So, yay me. Right, so we're coming back into Coralico. And then it's a trip back to the home garage, and we are done. How's the jungle juice thing going on? Oh, okay. Not that you'll be the only evening anyway. No, exactly. Meet up and drink. Where? Posted in a Discord. 10th of October. Maybe I'll meet up next year. Yeah, there's a lot I want to plan next year. Again, now I've got my IRL stuff sorted out. And now I'm not working weekends anymore. I'll have time. There's a lamppost. To do some stuff next year. Dublin. Yes, we're doing Dublin next year. I want to go Dublin, York, the Flight Sim show, obviously. Convoy in the Park. Not Convoy. Yeah, Convoy in the Park. And something in London. Like a day just doing the normal cheesy sightseeing stuff around London. So there's, 1, 2, 3. There's 5 meetups next year already. All stops have been approached. No passenger has been left at a stop. That you met a Dublin one. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's why I'm trying to keep them around the country so that people can make some of them. I'll open the luggage compartment just then. Right, there we go. We have completed the journey. Take the parking brake off. Now we shall return back to Le Garage. If you've got this far on YouTube, I say this on some of the longer videos, then let me know in the comments below that you got this far. And it will prove that you are clinically insane if you've watched this much of the video. Obviously, there's idiots in the stream here live that have watched this much of the video because they've got nothing else to do on a Thursday night. You, though, watching this on YouTube, this could be a Wednesday afternoon. You could be sat in the bath. That's when Mum trusts me to go to Dublin with a load of random people she doesn't know. Well, I said we had that a few years ago when we had someone in the group that was 17, and we tried to get him to come to the Flight Sim show. Wouldn't. So we eventually went to where he lived. And he still had to get permission from his mum to go and meet these strange random people off the internet. And then was a part of the community for a year. And then, as people do, sort of drifted off. But he came to Wales with us, came to Northern Ireland with us, came to Scotland. I don't think he did London. He came to Gaz's a couple of times. You are sad cases. This is true. Your mum's fine becoming the cost. But I can get that, Dylan, in all honesty. It's a public place. That there's people around. The other thing is, which is again was what the other lad didn't do, didn't really explain to his parents what he was doing with his time. Should you follow? Entirely up to you. Follow, don't follow. So his mum didn't know. Yeah. And you did, thank you very much. What he was doing with his time, so he didn't know he's part of a bigger community. He was getting involved in streams. So then all of a sudden she surprised his mum going, I'm going to meet these strange random people. So whoa, hang on a minute. Whereas to any of the younger people wanting to join the streams, if you're living at home still, if you're talking to your parents about what you're doing with your time, certainly if you've got parents of a certain generation that don't understand the whole gaming thing, the whole social aspect of what we do, then they're not going to understand what you're doing. But if you're chatting to your parents about, oh yeah, I had a great fun tonight, was online doing this trucking, and I used to show my parents. My parents were both in late 80s and 90s before they both passed away. That I used to show them videos of what I was getting up to, and they thought it was fantastic. Now you've joined in with the streams, you've explained to your parents now. The thing is, have you actually shown them any of the streams though, Dylan? Have you shown them any of the things that you're in? Because that would just be... I have to be very selective as to what I showed my parents, and I'm the one doing it. Don't show them, that'll put them off. Your parents are into porn. Oh, that was a thing. That was some right proper grounding out right there. Thankfully we got no passengers on board. Yeah, my dad was really interested in what I was doing. I used to come off the stream and I used to text him. I had a great stream tonight, gained so many subscribers, gained some followers, and he was genuinely interested, seeing that I was doing something that made me happy, and was happy that the channel was growing and I was doing well. It was great. It was great for me to have a bit of someone taking an interest in my life. Unfortunately, now he's passed away, so I've got nobody doing that anymore. I'd keep them away from the streams. We could scare them. Oh. But no, so the community, we're coming, I think we're coming towards the end of this lockdown thing. I haven't been able to do the meetups and things that I wanted to do this year. I'm really looking forward to October. At the moment, we've got 10 people coming to the meetup. The most we've had at any meetup so far is 5. So if all 10 turn up, which I'm sure between now and October, a couple more will drop out. If we get 7 or 8 people at the meetup at Cosford, that'll be fantastic. And then hopefully next year, as the channel continues to grow, more people get involved, which is key. More people become part of the community. You might get a few more turn up. There'll be a couple of bigger meetups I want to do next year. Convoy in the Park being one of them. And then obviously the flight sim show being the big one. Oh, that's good. Well, it's good. At least you knows what you're doing. You've got interest. Well, you're running a bus company, Dylan. That time you cursed, my auntie noticed it, but I didn't. You said you shouldn't be watching that. I said, I've never heard him curse before. It doesn't happen that often, apart from when other people are around. I try not to. On stuff I know I'm going on YouTube, like this, I try not to swear. You'll come to meet up when you're older. Well, exactly. Hopefully I'm still doing this in a... Wow. Couple of years' time. That was a whole thing. Oh, I'm squishing a car between me and the barrier. So yeah, so next year there'll be a couple of big meetups. Convoy in the Park, an awesome weekend, and I want to do the whole weekend next year. Yeah, I know White Fang. But it's not quite. It's great, but it's not quite the same. Flight sim show's good because it's a good excuse for a weekend away, but you're talking August and October. So something, Easter. We did a few years ago, we did Insomnia, a gaming festival at the NEC. Again, for those of you that can get to the NEC, that may be a bit younger, going to a gaming event that's a public event at the NEC is a great day out. And it's actually, first year was okay, second year wasn't fantastic, but it's a good meetup. So hopefully that's on. It's normally Easter weekend, normally Easter and August bank holiday. So obviously this year both of them have been cancelled. So next year they should both be on. So again, Easter weekend, NEC. It's like an hour and 20-minute drive for me. So it's up there, meet up for the day, come back. So people can get the train to the NEC, meet up, wander around the NEC, and then come away again. So it's not an expensive day out. You're talking 15 quid for admission, whatever it costs you for trains. So 25 quid, you got a day out. So things like that I want to do next year. Sims and stuff, Easter egg hunt. Yeah. Gabe, thank you very much for today bits. Have I gone the wrong way? I may have gone the wrong way. Oh well. Oh no, I haven't. This is the right way. Yes, so those watching you live, probably 80+% sure there will be a trucking stream tomorrow night. I'll post details probably in the morning now of the start place and stuff. And then Saturday night will be the final one for a while in Truck and Logistics Simulator. And then Sunday after that. Yes, Sunday then will be Flight. And then, wow, that's many bits. I'm not counting on them. That's more than 3 and less than 437. Whoa, that was close. But thank you, Gabe. So yes, if you're first time watching a stream, come back. And yes, tomorrow night will be an 18+ stream. I will warn you now. I will put an 18+ symbol in the corner of the screen, ready for tomorrow night. So there'll be music. There'll be probably some adult-related content, especially if Dylan's around, and some trucking occasionally in there as well. Why is this idiot in the Mondeo driving so slowly? Well, I'm just saying. He's waxing his mask as we speak. No, it's going on YouTube. Easy, Tiger. I've got a horrible feeling I've gone the wrong way. No, I haven't, have I? The airport is down. Portodeo is down. No, that's right. There's the airport. Okay. I just didn't quite recognise where I was for a second. Oh, hello. I haven't heard that for a long time. Thank you very, very much, dude. You didn't need to do that. That's awesome. It would be awesome to meet up at the Truck Fest. That's what we're doing. That's Convoy in the Park, White Fang. It's a fantastic event. It's not really a truck fest, but it's got a load of trucks on display, the same as Truck Fest has. There's truck racing around the track, but there's also, like last year, there was Clio Cup racing. There was stock car racing. So like every half an hour or so, there's a race going on around the track. And it's based around Donington Park. So it's an awesome day out. We've been twice now. We were due to go this year, but obviously the Rona getting in the way. And I want to go for the weekend because in the evening, there you can camp. So you can take a tent, which I thought would be hilarious. And in the evening there's a stage, so they have bands on. There's a fun fair, there's obviously bars, and the following day then more racing and stuff. We went to Truckfest. Me, Gaz and Tux went to Truckfest at Peterborough, and to be honest, it was quite boring. It was, oh look, a row of trucks. Oh look, there's another row of trucks. Oh look, down there's a row of trucks. So it just wasn't, Whereas Convoy in the Park, there's racing going on the circuit, which was fantastic. So yes, that's definitely one for next year. And there we are, back at the very beginning, back where we started. I left my lights on. Oh, well, someone else will turn those off. And back up. I like the fact that they've added this scenery in, but I was panicking slightly when they first did all this, because I thought they'd got rid of my my little standing point. But whether TML left it on purpose, knowing that that's where I stand, I don't know. It does seem quite obvious. It's right up here in the corner. There we go. Again, I don't know. This became a thing. All these things that I do in my videos that have now become things. I really like that. I like the fact that I start and finish the videos here. And I have certain things that I do. I quite like it. It's a thing. It's nice and yeah, it's nice. Anyway, right. So we will end this year. No, not quite. It could be this year when you're watching this on New Year's Eve, depending on when you're watching this. Oh, bye, people. I haven't gone yet. You're all just disappearing. Just go then. It's fine. Bye then. Yeah, so we'll end this here. And back at some point in the next probably month, maybe, with some more Tourist Bus. If you enjoyed it, let me know below. If you're watching this on YouTube, that is. Sod off, Dylan. Give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe for plenty of other content from me. Don't forget the sister game to this, Fernbus. Goes out on the goes out on the channel every single Friday. I'm trying to speak here. Every single Friday is Fernbus, a sister game to this. On a Monday is OMSI, the bus simulator. Something from Trains on a Wednesday. I hate you all. On a Saturday, generally something for generally something single player. Oh, and on a Sunday, when we get something new to look at, it's something random on random Sunday. Oh, I love you guys. Right. A huge thanks to Gabe for chucking some bits my way. To T3Z, who probably followed and then buggered off. To White Fang for gifting a sub. To Unshaven for also subscribing as well. I think someone else subscribed. I can't remember who else subscribed. And yes, to Trent for donating. It's your first donation, wasn't it, Trent? For making the music go off. And hi, Graham. And then bye, Graham, unless you've been here for a while. Oh, George. Yes, it was. Actually, yes, you got gifted a sub, didn't you? So there we go. You're still here. I'm still here. I could just keep going for hours now. I'll do another trip. So no, we will end that there. Back, if you're watching this live, back tomorrow then for some trucking. I'll post details in the morning. And if you're watching this on YouTube, back soon. Don't forget to check out a Discord server as well for those watching on YouTube. A link will be in the doobly-doo below. I'm now going to end. Thank you guys for chatting. As awesome you have been always. No, as always you have been awesome. So thank you, everybody. An awesome community. I don't know what I'd do without you all. So thank you very, very much. Until the next time, if you have been, thanks very, very much for watching.